Hey guys, what is going on? It's Cal and Sal here again. What is going on, Sal?
Oh, it's just great to be back on the mainland.
Yeah, definitely. Did you have a nice flight out?
Oh yeah, you boys, you and Cal, you and Jay, you left a little earlier than I did, and boy, it was good you did because those sets that you guys were facing. We even had some more wild waves. You probably saw some news on the young lady that was pulled out of the ocean. We had some tremendous swells coming in with just incredible surf.
No, I heard it. It sounded like the end of Point Break out there.
Oh, it was
a 50-year storm.
Yeah, it was wild. So glad to be back. I got some business to attend to here back on the mainland. So it's just great to be back and with you boys. And so yeah, let's jump right into it.
Yeah, so you guys have been clamoring for it, and it's finally happening.
Yeah, what's going on?
We got the Blazing 500, guys. I know you guys don't get too excited, but here it comes.
Okay.
So I'm going to explain the rules. Me and Sal are going to start the NFL playoffs here, each with $500 in our bank. You don't have to spend it. You could just sit there till the end with your $500, and whoever comes out on top gets a lot of pride.
Not only that,
we're actually putting the $500.
Not only that, but the charity is going to benefit.
Yeah, we're not exactly putting 500. It might be a certain denomination of 500.
That's correct.
But for Sal and me and Sal, it's a little different. But we will be putting some of our own money on this. So we're going to be, but we've converted it all to terms of $500. So we're each starting out with $500.
That's correct.
So as far as futures that I like, these are Super Bowl contenders, AFC, NFC champions, that you can get pretty heavy odds on some dark horses. So I'm going to start out with, I put $120 into the futures, so that brings my pocket down to $380. But that $120, I'm putting $25 on the Titans at plus 2,800 to win the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I love Derrick Henry, love Tannehill.
Yeah.
Just a lot of talent on that team, just really talented.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
Plus 2,800 is pretty darn good odds for a dark horse Super Bowl contender. Cleveland at plus 5,000. I just love their running game. Baker's looked really good this season. He's a top 10 quarterback,
Oh, yeah.
I think, at this point.
No, they're a team that's playing well coming into this these playoffs.
So I'm putting 20 on Cleveland for plus 5,000. I'm going to throw a $15 flyer on Buffalo at plus 700, just because I think they'll have there could be a chance they win the Super Bowl. So I had to put the money there. And then on the NFC side, I'm going Bucks plus 400 to be the NFC champs. Putting $50 on that, so I'm pretty confident. And then I'm also going to put 10 on the Bucks winning the Super Bowl at plus 1,000.
Wow.
So
okay.
Pretty heavily invested on the Bucks.
Yeah.
And
so we got a little competition going
we do.
here.
And I see you got for your futures, you put $30 in. It looks like you got 20 on the Colts at plus 1,500 to win the AFC.
Yeah, I've been real impressed with the Colts. They've been playing, these past few weeks of really another team coming in that's I think playing some really good football right now. And Rivers is my question mark because he's near the end of his career, and
not the most mobile. Yeah.
Yeah, but that running back is just Jonathan Taylor has been playing out of his mind.
Yeah.
And and I think you and I have mentioned the Colts defense is top shelf. So
absolutely, it's one of the most fearsome defenses in the league. Yeah, and you got $20 on that. It looks like you have $10 on the Bears to win the NFC champs.
Well, I took this one. This
ambitious,
is
no?
This is the dark horse. You go out. You've got $10 burning in your pocket. You go to Santa Anita racetrack. You pick the horse with the lame left leg. That's a mutter that's going to run on the dry turf, and you got a good 900 to 1 odds against it, and you just put, hey, I'm going to put a small wager down. Here's where I could see the Bears doing it. If they have a pretty good defense.
They do.
All they need is some turnovers. You saw the Packers turn over the ball at least once or twice to the Bears. That could actually happen in a series of games, enough to give. And
they
then
got to win 3 games to make the.
You got to win 3 games, and then so it's that's why it's such a long shot. And then you've got Trubisky, who's just just not going to probably do it for you, but who can do it for you is that David Montgomery.
That's true.
And so he's another player who is actually peaking towards the end of the season, and you just with
that's
somebody
big.
like
You got to
that,
go with the hot hand at the end of the season.
That's right. Yep.
You might have something there, Sal. I like $10 on that, but I didn't take it myself. But anyway, so that's our futures bets. So I put 120 down. Sal did 30. And then on the week, we're both going to end up betting about 350 here, and we'll keep 150 in our pockets. But as far as like the weekly bets, and we're going to touch on this, we'll probably still do a Blazing 5 on Thursday. But I'm actually not going to be taking the spreads. I'm just going to be betting four teams straight up. So I'm taking the Rams at plus 170 over the Seahawks.
That's a risk. You got a broken thumb with that quarterback.
I feel like Goff's going to tough it out. News has not broken yet as of Tuesday. I think he's going to tough it out. And I really have not liked what I've seen out of Russell Wilson the past 10 weeks.
Russell Wilson has really been, I was so high on him this season.
I was too.
And
he looks barely an NFL quarterback.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah, it's awful. But plus 170, I'm going to put $30 on that. I'm also taking the Buccaneers negative 430 to win with $100, so it's only going to net me about $20. But it's free $20. You can't say no to that. There's no way Washington football with Alex Smith on one leg is beating the Buccaneers.
I love the Alex Smith story this season. You and I both were in tears watching him come back from this serious leg injury, and what a great strength of character he has shown. But he has not won legitimate hope. I think in terms of
no, they're just not going to be able to put up the points.
No,
I can't see it.
I can't either.
So I'm also taking the Browns plus 225 to win outright against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's a good team, but I haven't really liked what I've seen out of Roethlisberger, and they're kind of not peaking at the end of the season here. I feel like they've been kind of, squeaking out some games.
Let's face it, Cleveland's been impressive.
Cleveland's good.
And they've got a hell of a running team, running offense. They block well. Nick Chubb is just one of our favorites.
Yep.
And I call him that Chubb fella, that chubby
fella.
And he's just been outstanding. And then they do that 1-2 punch, with the other running back. And Kareem Hunt. And so,
it's a good team.
It's a good team.
Yeah, plus, so I'm putting 50 on that.
As you said, Baker. I'm not on high on Baker as you are, but I'm willing to get there. I really see improvement.
I think I can get you there.
I really see improvement.
I think without Odell, he's a top 10 quarterback, possibly top 5.
I had written him off, and he is no longer, somebody I would write off. That's for sure.
No, and he's fun to watch play too. I love he's got some spunk.
He does.
But and then my last bet for the week is going to be the Titans at plus 150 to win outright over the Ravens, and that's just going off Lamar. I feel like any of these big games against pretty good teams or great teams, he crumbles. You saw it the last 2 years in the playoffs.
Derrick Henry's peaking.
And I've mentioned a million times, I love the Titans. Everything about them. I like Tannehill. I love A.J. Brown.
Yeah, A.J. Brown.
They're well coached.
Is a monster.
And I just, I know Lamar's been hot lately, and we do say ride the hot hand, but Lamar in the playoffs the past 2 years, he has completely crumbled. So until he proves me otherwise, I'm taking plus 150 with the Titans for $50.
Okay.
And looks like you got this week. You got $105 on Buffalo at negative 6.5, taking the spread.
Yeah, and I'm taking the spread on this one, and I'm big on the Buffalo Bills. I really feel they're a team that's really peaking
versus Colts.
Versus Colts, correct. And this is a team in the Bills that's peaking, and I'm willing to put a pretty good bet down on that, and I think they'll definitely cover.
I see that conflicts with your AFC Championship Colts prediction.
Yes, it does, because I'm hedging my bets, because I'm also, as you know, been very impressed with the Colts team.
It's a bold call.
Yes.
Well, I guess either way you'll probably win one of the two. But and your next one looks like it's Titans. You're putting 105 at plus 3.5 versus the Ravens.
That's
taking
correct.
The spread over betting it straight.
Yeah,
up.
I'm not as confident as you, but I like that spread. Give me a couple of extra bonus points, and I'm with you.
Yeah, plus 3.5 is a pretty darn good spread.
Yeah, you give me 3.5 and Derrick Henry and, A.J. Brown and Tannehill.
Jonnu Smith.
A lot of
good talent.
I'm good with that.
Even Corey Davis is pretty good.
Yeah, so I'm good with that.
But, okay. And it looks like your last bet of the week is the Bears. You're putting 110 at plus 10.5 versus the Saints.
Yeah, this one is another one of my. I'm hoping to score big on this one, and here's my rationale. You've got a Bears team that's got something to prove. They got a little chip on their shoulder. They're going to come in. They're going to play some really tough defense. There's going to be a turnover or two, and can they just keep it close? Can they not? Can they keep it? Can I? How about I'm not predicting a Bears victory, but can we keep it close? And I think they can.
I actually don't hate that bet.
Yeah, I think they really can.
If now that I look at it, I'm tempted to do it, but obviously I already put my picks in, so I can't change it now. But we'll see. We're both about $350 in so far.
Yeah, we'll see how we both come out.
We think this will be a fun series. We're calling it the Blazing 500.
We hope the charities that we're doing this for are gonna. We've had, as all you people know, not the greatest season.
Well, on the Blazing 5, but this is
the
different.
Blazing
We don't
5.
have to take the sprints.
That's true.
I'm taking full advantage of that. I'm done with the sprints.
Okay.
So we'll see who comes out on top, Cal or Sal. It's the cage match.
Yeah,
and,
there's the cage match.
Fans chime in who you think's going to win. I got Cal all the way.
And those of you who think Sal made some compelling arguments, I could use your vote.
All right. Have a good playoffs, everybody. We'll see you next week.
We're just so glad to be back on the mainland, and Happy New Year, everybody.
All right. Peace.